Now, it's pretty likely at some point that you might want to do an explicit join. You may want to do this because you want to optimize the query because you want to control how the join is being done. We could rewrite this join that's implicitly being done to be an explicit join simply by using join here, and then we're going to say join user.protein data. We can name this table as PD. Remember, we don't actually need this as. We could take this out in both places. And then we can simply do PD.total is greater than 0. So if we run this, you'll notice we get back our 3 results. And if we look at our SQL preview, this looks pretty much like it did before. We're just explicitly saying that we're going to do this join. We could also join unrelated tables. We don't use the join keyword to do that. We basically just select from both of those tables and then manually create a link between them. So, for example, let's say that we wanted to select from user and goal alert. Remember, goal alert is mapped through that other table, so it's not going to explicitly be mapped. But in our case, we do have goal alert mapping to a user, but goal alert doesn't know anything about user. So if we said goal alert GA, then we're going to actually be getting from both of those tables. You can already see this query changing. And then let's take out the join, and then we're going to say where user dot ID equals, and we could do GA dot, and it's not going to make sense to join on ID because these are unrelated pieces of data, but we could do this. There's nothing that would stop us from doing that. So we would basically be joining GA and user table, the goal alert and user table. And you can see the SQL that it generates here. It actually generates this join, and then it uses this where to basically restrict this. If we run this, we're going to get some results, and that's just simply because we happen to have the same number of IDs in our goal alert table as we do user, so it does give us results. But this kind of join is definitely a much more rare case. In fact, most of the time you can really get away with the implicit joins, and I only really use the explicit joins when I know that I need to control how that query is being generated. I'll look at the SQL first and then decide that I can do a little bit better job by doing an explicit join.